Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Georgia Bulldogs taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. First down here for the offense. From the gun. Give on the inside. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference.
Afterburners coming. Lowers those pads. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in first and goal. They are feeling it.
Fast motion from the offense. A first down run in the red zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama! He'll try to tack on one more. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Out Out of the gun to give to the back. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They go to the ground. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Throwing right. Got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football, early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Fires to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Very few times can you get a guy that wide open in a game, and when you do, you have to capitalize on it. That QB knows it. Look at him. You could tell he knows he missed a huge opportunity. Not only could he tell, everyone in the stands could see that guy was absolutely wide open.
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on third down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking downfield, it's Rashada. Receiver looks it in, it's complete.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He wants to throw here on second down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Frazier. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown, demoralizing.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Scott. Nothing wrong with a touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. They'll give it to him again. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. He's looking deep. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass. It's Rashada. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it just in the nick of time.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls off.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Takes a hit as he fires. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give to the back. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score Alabama 14, Georgia 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Buys a little extra time. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut them out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll bring it out. It's White. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Getting some heat. Got a man. It's White. At the 45 on its way. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Hand off from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Going deep. And it's caught inside the 15. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Looking to go up top on first down. Snags it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage. And one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback will keep it. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! The defense flailed at him like he was slathered in baby oil and wrapped in rattlesnakes. They didn't get close to him.
It's hard, man. The dude's so fast, but he's still allowed to throw it. He can still run it. He's so hard to get a handle on, and I tell you what, that's why he makes big plays time and time again.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Scott. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal, he lost one down the sideline. Intercepted. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defenders some credit here. I think Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up, he plucked it.
Nine-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. From the gun, the ground game. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Feeling some heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell out.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Grishada. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's White. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting the conversion.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. That's caught. It's White. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive. And I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Running back searching for a hole. Fighting off the defender. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll throw it on first down. Working that left side now. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Wide out in motion. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air on first down. Coming after it. The short hands, it's Williams.
This quarterback right now is in the groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Snap from the gun on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
A field goal attempt from here would just be 48 yards, but they'll try to move the chains on 4th down and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. On a little time, lets it go. Back open in the middle. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. They'll try the run. Still running at the 40. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Had it in his hands and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Fires into a world of traffic and it's picked off. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Dropping back, it's Rashada. He'll take another shot here. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On second down, he'll let it fly. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll run play action. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, quarterback gets hit, just now on the same page with his target.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Coming out with it, it's White. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to move it through the air. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll line up for a second down play. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time it's complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator to pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. It's Rashada. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Frazier. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Touchdown, Georgia! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
And, man, that play looked a little bit too easy. 4th down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Scott. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Brings it down on the right side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Off play action on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he's running in the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Moving out of the pocket. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Man, it's frustrating for a defense. You had him in 3rd down. You had him in a predictable situation. Try to go capitalize on it. What does he do? Pulls that rabbit out of the hat, scrambles around, now puts him right inside the 5-yard line in scoring position. You got to bow your necks. You better get ready for the next play.
With the run on 1st and goal. And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and bring it back. Slips through the line. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Looking for a man. It's Rashada. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 30. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. Here comes that Alabama offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last week.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Nice move to pick up yardage. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to throw on third down. Gets open down the middle. Touchdown time! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's White. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, though.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. They'll leave it with him. At midfield, he's got room. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. He's now over the century mark with 102 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stint of the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. Second interception in as many drives. This quarterback has got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money, he's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
He'll bring it out. It's White. And he's out of bounds at the 24, a yard short of where he would have wound up with the touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
With the score, Alabama 38, Georgia 21.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The secondary walks up on the line, showing Preston. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Wide receiver shows motion. To the air, it's Rashada. Blasted as he lets it go. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him. That's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Deep shot for the end zone. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
But trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Lets it fly deep downfield. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Nice job by the defense there, getting a stop on the quarterback behind the line of scrimmage. We know they've been burned a few times early in this game by the QB run, but they weren't going to let it happen there.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the tailback. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Trying to pound their way in. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Number 19.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's White. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that. But they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see what they do on third down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.